Switching to the forecast, rain is falling now, but by morning, parts of the state will be waking up to snow. First Alert meteorologist Cutter Martin is tracking the first mountain snow of the season, and Cutter, some cold days ahead.
Yeah, absolutely, Casey. The process is already underway. To First Alert weather days in effect. That is Monday and Tuesday, sharp drop in temperature, and then Tuesday's that worst combo, the wind and the peak of the cold. A lot of weather to talk about. Again, already right now we're seeing rain start to exit the state of Maryland. Colder air, of course, on its heels, flowing back into the state from west to east. However, do notice we do have a little bit of shower activity crossing the Potomac River, getting back into D.C., and possibly a little bit more rain in Baltimore's forecast over the next maybe 2 to 3 hours. Scattered rain showers in the forecast midnight to 1 a.m. So another hour, maybe 2 hours of this, but notice how it will drop. We will dry out late tonight into tomorrow morning. And then the cold steps in, and as mentioned, Monday and Tuesday, First Alert weather days. Blast of cold air. This is the coldest since early April. Gusty winds in the forecast. A few snow flurries are also a possibility. Just checking in 5-minute observations from McHenry, right around 33 degrees. So we continue to quickly fall, and that cold will eventually spread across the rest of the state of Maryland. 43 in Baltimore, that's your wake up temperature. 41 Hagerstown, 29 degrees in McHenry. And it's going to be snowing. So we're going to wake up to snow-covered roads that aren't treated here in McHenry and the West Friendship area and basically western half of Garrett County. The rest of us just plain old chilly, 30s and 40s. On your corner in your neighborhood on the eastern shore, this is one spot that won't be quite as cold tomorrow morning. Kent, Queen Anne's counties in the low to mid 40s, 45 in Stevensville right at the Bay Bridge. You get to Easton 45, Harmony 45. So Caroline County all the way to the water. Again, not much of a range in temperature on the eastern shore because you're furthest east, you're last to get in on the coldest of the weather. Bus stop forecast 30s and 40s, feeling like 20s and 30s. Keep that in mind. We're going to wake up to a little bit of sunshine, but it's going to be cold and feeling colder. So make sure your students are bundled up. Case in point, hour by hour forecast, winds gusting 20 to 30 through the afternoon with temperatures for most of us staying in the 40s. So a brisk day. I say most of us in the 40s. Look at McHenry, Garrett County staying below freezing all day long. So we're going to rack up some pretty decent snow up into Garrett County. Close to 50 in Baltimore. We're going to try to get there. I think northwest side colder than that, right in the Inner Harbor, right around 50 degrees. Annapolis 49, Cambridge 50, 51 in Lexington Park. Now, as far as the snow is concerned, I want you to know no accumulation for the Baltimore Metro. Maybe a few flakes flying around in the wind late Monday into early Tuesday, and then again Tuesday evening. But mountain snow, 3 to 6 inches of snow for the Oakland community, McHenry, basically the upslope portion of the county. What I mean by that is as winds blow west to east, they ride up the mountain, and you get the most snow on the west side of that high terrain, including McHenry at 4 inches. If you're watching from the Alleghenies here, it could be a trace, maybe a brief coating, but by and large, McHenry and western Garrett County, the focus for snowfall. Tuesday morning with the possibility of a few flakes flying around. The bigger story is the cold. Wind chills teens across much of the metro, lower 20s eastern shore. So yeah, below freezing and feeling even colder than that. 46 Tuesday afternoon, pushing 60 Wednesday. Thursday not bad, but we'll keep the breeze, so still kind of cool feeling. And then the colder weather returns Saturday into Sunday. Next rain chance arrives Sunday into Monday. We'll keep you updated on that weekend forecast through the work week. Casey.
All right, Cutter, thank you. Before